evening and welcome to News Hour. Coming up in this edition, Presidential Hajj Task Force reflects on challenges and gains of Hajj 2026. Parliament approves 2025 Constitutional Amendment Bill with 97 votes in favor and APC amidst APC walkout. And President Julius Maada Bio confers Sierra Leone's prestigious order of Rokel on the outgoing World Bank country manager, Abdul Mwonge. Well, all these and more lined up in this edition of News Hour. Stay with us for the next hour. My name is Daphne Zainab Kamara. The Presidential Hajj Task Force has held a post-Hajj seminar to reflect on challenges and gains of Hajj 2026. The seminar brought together key stakeholders of the task force, including members of the diaspora. Mohammed Koroma has more.
The post-Hajj seminar by the Presidential Hajj Task Force was an opportunity for stakeholders within the task force to reflect on the successes and challenges of the 2026 Hajj and how they could be addressed as the task force prepares for Hajj 2027. The head of operations and support services, Sheikh Daifan Masakoi, spoke more on the outcome of the seminar and the expectations going forward.
We are going to have a dashboard of priorities. You see, we are going to record successes as well as challenges. We view all those two aspects, squarely professionally. Challenges, we make sure we get the views of each diaspora wing. And at the same time, the Presidential Hajj Task Force will now have the responsibility to bring all these suggestions, the recommendations, and then we will now have to transform that into policy.
Stakeholders from both Sierra Leone and the diaspora presented various reports on Hajj process, including challenges that need to be addressed in subsequent Hajj. One of the diaspora representatives, Haja Senoso, was delighted for the opportunity. She expressed gratitude for a great collaboration with the Sierra Leonean team, adding that organization and communication contributes to a successful Hajj.
It was a great experience, definitely. We had a successful Hajj. And a Hajj without challenges, obviously, is everywhere. It's gathering millions and millions of people. There must be issues here and there. But it was a great experience last year.
The medical team called for increased personnel, effective collaboration, and improved medical stocks, among others. As preparations for 2027 Hajj has commenced, this seminar serves as a befitting roadmap for a successful exercise marking the completion of the fifth pillar of Islam. For SLBC, Mohammed Kouma reporting.
President Bio has sworn in 3 new deputy ministers, directing them to deliver results and help drive the government's flagship Fit Salon initiative. Margaret Senge reports.
I, Engineer Samantha, do hereby in the name of God, solemnly affirm that I will faithfully and truly discharge the duties of the office of Deputy Minister in the Republic of Sierra Leone, and that I will support, uphold, and maintain the Constitution of Sierra Leone, as by law established. So help me God.
The swearing ceremony was held at State House in line with Section 77 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone. The newly appointed deputy ministers are Dr. Aissata Kamanda, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Food Security 1, Madam Aissata Mara, Deputy Minister of Finance, and Engineer Brian Smith Kanu, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Food Security 2. Administering the oath of office, President Julius Maada Bio congratulated the appointees and reminded them that the responsibility ahead is demanding but achievable through patriotism, hard work, and teamwork. He urged them to work closely with their supervising ministers and focus on delivering results instead of offering excuses.
We should not entertain excuses. We should go out to the field. We should do what has to be done. We have a lot of what it takes to succeed, but we need to coordinate, we need to put them together, we need to incentivize, we need to motivate. There are quite a lot of other variables that we need to bring together to solve this food equation. And that is why I have chosen another set so that you can walk.
Turning to the Deputy Minister of Finance, President Bio said the government must find initiative ways to finance national development as external development assistance continues to decline.
Of course, we can't do this without the money, the resources. So for the Deputy Minister of Finance, your work's cut out. We need the resources. It's not readily available, but we can do financial engineering, especially in a world in which ODA has almost disappeared, overseas development assistance. We have to find a way. We cannot give excuses why we cannot continue to deliver.
Responding on behalf of her colleagues, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Food Security 1, Dr. Aissata Kamanda, thanked President Bio for the confidence reposed in them. She pledged to serve with integrity, support the President's development agenda, and work to improve the lives of Sierra Leoneans.
Accepting this heavy mantle of responsibility to be part of Your Excellency's most cherished development goal is indeed a call to national service that we also approach with humility, unwavering dedication, and a clear vision. We fully recognize the eminent responsibilities associated with our new roles, and we pledge to execute our duties with the highest standards of integrity, diligence, and patriotism.
The swearing-in officially marks the start of Deputy Minister's responsibility as they join the government in advancing national development with a strong focus on delivering the objectives of the Feed Salon program. SLBC News, Margaret Senge reporting from State House.
Out of the 132 constituencies in Sierra Leone, 125 SLPP constituency chairmen have declared their support for the SLPP flag bearer aspirant Alhaji Musa Tarawali ahead of the party's National Delegate Conference. The declaration was made during a meeting held in Kailaun. Sulaiman Babaturi has more.
In their party colors, the 125 constituency chairmen and party supporters gathered at the Sierra Leone People's Party office in Kailaun to welcome Honorable Alhaji Musa Tarawali, one of the SLPP flag bearer aspirants whom they refer to as their favorite to take over the mantle after President Bio. The meeting was described as a memorable one, seeing 125 constituency chairmen from across the country declare their support for Honorable Musa Tarawali. The declaration, according to the chairman, was in recognition of Honorable Musa Tarawali's long-time sacrifices for the party, experience, and zest for empowering young people, women, and religious groups.
Declare for Musa Tarawali 2028. This net for make sure say the good work where Honorable Musa Tarawali the render in this country, we thought say na the right man at the right direction.
Will you flag me your candidate for 2028 is Honorable Musa Tarawali?
We the constituency chairman then we want to give with support and we went for the 2028 flag.
Thanking the chairman and party supporters present, the Sierra Leone People's Party flag bearer aspirant, Honorable Alhaji Musa Tarawali, said his agenda was a mission to strengthen the SLPP and ensure they democratically win the 2028 elections. He promised to empower all constituency chairmen and admonish them to be peaceful, united, choose their candidate wisely, and vote for people they believe are capable and would represent the party well.
After today's event, the focus will be how to empower and do constituency activities. We know the NEPA delegate business again. We say water well no day. We say market well. We say road well. We say that they happen. Now we go focus back.
With the support of the chairman and SLPP supporters, he assured all of our 75% win in 2028, stating he would ensure all those intending to become members of parliament must go through the constituency. The young generation leaders and their secretaries also joined the constituency chairman to declare their support for Honorable Musa Tarawali for the SLPP flag bearership come 2028. SLBC News, Sulaiman Babature reporting.
The lack of safe drinking water across Sierra Leone's rural towns has forced families to rely on heavily contaminated streams. However, the narrative has fundamentally changed for the Songo community in the Moyambaya district through a massive rural wash transformation funded by Charity Water Goal. Sierra Leone has officially commissioned 42 new water points and 4 critical toilet blocks. The intervention replaces broken and dried up infrastructure with solarized clean water and dignified health facilities. Esther Sako tells us more.
For the vulnerable households of Mosongo, Moyambaya district, everyday life used to mean a choice between economic strain and dangerous illness. Fetching water meant walking miles to a single unreliable well that regularly ran dry, or the Tire River, leaving residents exposed to disease or forced to buy costly sachet water.
Water we're going under. Now all these communities can get. We're not going to focus.
Before now, we used to walk miles just to access only one water well, and it became dry quickly. We were forced to depend on sachet water, which drained our families economically. But with this solarized safe drinking water, we are glad, as we won't experience such again.
Somebody want to get good water, has to buy packet water. It put it to losses.
The crisis was felt accurately at the Mosongo Community Clinic. The entire health center previously relied on just 2 small failing toilet facilities to handle all the patients. The community health officer noted that these 4 new sanitation blocks would drastically improve clinical safety, satisfying a core component of daily healthcare delivery. Providing a comprehensive overview of this specific intervention, Goal Sierra Leone's program director Getu Debella detailed that the project successfully delivered 42 sustainable water point and fundamental toilet facilities serving local healthcare centers and schools right here across the Moyambaya district. He emphasized that the design establishes localized water management committees and trained section pump mechanics to ensure the infrastructure functions well and sustainable. Yet, achieving this milestone was a battle against local geography. Teams faced severe logistical challenges navigating treacherous, unpaved roads in remote communities to transport heavy drilling rigs. In several locations, teams struck dry boreholes with 0 groundwater, requiring repeated geological surveys before striking a sustainable water source.
The future of this facility depends on community ownership and responsibility, as Paramount Chief already mentioned. These water point and sanitation facilities belong to the people of Moyambaya district and these communities. Their long-term success will depend on how well they are protected and maintained.
The Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Sao Pato Anna Asata McCarthy, stated that the government is actively collaborating with the non-governmental organizations and local councils to expand these services nationwide. She strongly echoed the call for absolute community ownership to prevent the new infrastructure from falling into ruin. Community members pledged ownership but urged for expansion to other parts of Moyamba district.
For the community as a whole, the water not do it because it extends.
We are so happy for this cleared water today, but we are pleading for neighboring communities within Moyamba to benefit too. We want to see this project extended to other parts of the country so everyone can be saved.
Backed by village savings and loan associations to fund future repairs, Musongo's new infrastructure stands as a permanent blueprint for sustainable rural development. SLBC News, Esther Sako reporting.
The Hortin Command Staff College of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces and University of Sierra Leone have certified over 40 military officers who have graduated as Senior Command and Staff Course 3 and Master of Science in International Relations, Diplomacy and Security Cooperation 2026, according to the Commandant Hortin and Command Staff College, Brigadier General Mohammed Ali Kamara. The joint graduation ceremony was to inspire students to deliver the highest quality of command and leadership. Moses Conte has more.
The joint graduation ceremony between the Hortin Command and Staff College and the University of Sierra Leone was not merely an academic accolade for this year's cohort, but a clear testament to expand vision and professionalism in the workforce. It marked the successful completion of 44 weeks of rigorous professional and academic training by senior military officers, equipping them with advanced knowledge and skills in strategic leadership, operational planning, diplomacy, security cooperation, teamwork, and decision-making. The engagement saw a dual process of conferment from the Hortin Command and Staff College and the University of Sierra Leone for both master's and postgraduate diploma of International Relations, Diplomacy and Security Cooperation. Out of 48 officers that graduated, 2 were from the Tanzania Defense Force, 1 from the Gambia, while the remaining 45 officers are from the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces. In presenting the graduations report, Commandant Hortin Command and Staff College, Brigadier General Mohammed Ali Kamara, said the joint event marks its first in the history of Sierra Leone, while calling them to navigate complexities of a rapidly world with empathy, integrity, and courage, emphasizing that effective leadership extends beyond command to include intellectual capacity, diplomacy, and strong partnership.
The objective of this course is to prepare selected senior officers for higher command and staff responsibilities at formation and higher headquarters. It combines intellectual rigor with practical relevance to develop officers who are tactically proficient, strategically aware, and capable of sound judgment.
The engagement saw a presentation of certificates to graduates indicating their commissioning year, academic qualification, and a research paper during the course. It also followed with presentation of award for overall best student, past staff course members, best allied student, best outstanding student, best improved student, Best Commandant Research Paper Student and Best Master Student. Major R. Wanjara from the Republic of Tanzania was among the awardees, the only female officer who happens to double as a Best Outstanding Allied Student for the cause. Delivering the keynote address, Chief Minister Dr. David Senge said the continued growth of the college reflects Sierra Leone's commitment to building a modern, professional and capable armed forces that can contribute meaningfully to national and regional development. He highlighted the contribution of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces to the government's Big Five game changers, particularly through infrastructural development and its growing role in the Field Saloon agenda.
Beyond those 2,000 acres of rice that we saw out there, this military has corn, cashew, and several other rice farms across this country because they are committed to ensuring that we can feed ourselves. Our government, under the leadership of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, continues to invest heavily in the military.
Celebrating the great milestone, graduates promised to live up to expectation, calling on other colleagues to lead with integrity and to create lasting moral values and professionalism. Tribute and prayers were also offered for 2 fallen corps members whose memory continue to remain an enduring part of the cause. Reporting for SLBC, Moses Conte.
The disappearance of coins from everyday transactions in Sierra Leone is raising deeper economic questions about the value of our money over time. Once an important part of the country's currency system, coins today are rarely seen, rarely used, and often rejected. But beyond the problem, what does this say about inflation, purchasing power, and the changing value of the leones? Emmanuel Williams tells us more.
There was a time in Sierra Leone when coins could buy basic items such as sweets, bread, or services such as transport. Today, those same coins are almost invisible in daily trade, and many people no longer consider them useful. Sierra Leone's currency has evolved over time from early coins and notes bearing national figures like Mamioko and King Naimbana to more recent banknotes such as Shaka Stephen and Baibure. Each face reflects a shift not only in design but in value. Sierra Leone has historically recorded high inflation with long-term average above 20% and sharp increases in recent years. This means money gradually loses its purchasing power. Today, coins still exist as part of Sierra Leone's currency system, but in reality, they have almost disappeared from circulation due to their value.
People are not very much used to the use of sets. So as a result of that, when it comes to transactions, transport fare, instead of people make use of the cents, they will instead round the figure up to the whole number, ensuring that if you have to pay 1.25 cents, they'll just make it trillions automatically. Why? Because the populace are not quite familiar or getting used to the use of the cents.
In 2022, the government denominated the currency, removing 3 zeros to simplify transaction and restore confidence. But even with this change, the challenge remains. The question is, what can coins actually buy today? This highlights how inflation has reshaped the value of money over time. As coins loses relevance, businesses and consumers are adjusting, often rounding prices and ignoring smaller money altogether. From coins that once carried value to currency that is now barely used. The story of coins in Sierra Leone is not just about money, it is about inflation, economic pressure, and how value changes over time. For LCBC News, Emmanuel Williams reporting.
As part of activities marking World Breastfeeding Week, UNICEF, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, has sensitized traders at Congo Market on the importance of breastfeeding, targeting market women and lactating mothers. The initiative forms part of efforts to promote exclusive breastfeeding and improve maternal and child health in Sierra Leone. Alwyn Roy Fox reports.
Komra, you for clean. Not say because you na Komra, you like yourself normal so. If you dey work, if you dey sell yourself, when
you begin ready for some wash the hand fine because I don't see your hand. If it is sweat, wipe the sweat.
World Breastfeeding Week is observed annually from the 1st to the 7th of August, providing an opportunity to raise awareness about the importance of breastfeeding and its benefits to mothers, newborns, and young children. As this year's World Breastfeeding Week concluded with UNICEF, together with the Ministry of Health, taking the campaign directly to one of Freetown's busiest commercial centers, Congo Market. Market women gathered to receive information on the importance of breastfeeding and the role it plays in giving children a healthy start in life. Health personnel and partners used the occasion to encourage mothers and caregivers to adopt recommended breastfeeding practices and to seek appropriate information and support when faced with challenges.
The breast milk is the only milk that is good for the baby from the day baby is born till 6 months. No water, no milk.
For many women engaged in trading, balancing work and childcare can present challenges. The sensitization therefore focuses on ensuring that mothers have the knowledge needed to make informed decisions about breastfeeding while continuing their daily economic activities.
Well, doggy picking body is fine because number one, not all kinds sick the kind way he attack her. So if you get a sock, he let Bobby safe. Say how many months, they're strong.
Organizers also emphasize the need for families and communities to support breastfeeding mothers, noting that breastfeeding is not only a responsibility for mothers, but requires support from partners, relatives, and the wider community. For SLBC News, Alwyn Goy-Fox reporting.
The chairperson and founder of Ashkenazi Group of Companies, Goga Ashkenazi, has expressed her intentions working with the government for lasting national development and building a long-standing partnership with the people of Sierra Leone. She added that her investment in the mining sector goes beyond profit-making, but also addressing the welfare of locals. Madam Ashkenazi, who is visiting Sierra Leone for the first time, will engage both the offices of the President, the First Lady, and paramount chiefs from Bombali, Karine, and Tonkolili districts. Dennis Reza reports.
Madam Goga Ashkenazi was received in the country by a team of experts who had earlier on flown into the country and other Sierra Leoneans. This is the chairperson and founder of Ashkenazi Group of Companies' first visit in Sierra Leone and was given a resounding welcome by Sierra Leoneans. Speaking to journalists, Madam Ashkenazi spoke of her company's intention to invest in Sierra Leone and their quest to contribute in developing chiefdoms and local communities. Her working visit to Sierra Leone demonstrated a long-standing partnership with the government and people in order to make a lasting positive change in the country. Madam Ashkenazi expressed admiration for Sierra Leone's rich mineral deposit, underscoring the importance for the people to benefit from its resource wealth. She affirmed her unflinching commitment to work collaboratively with the government to contribute to economic growth.
We are a large investment group which is spread along different industries, including mineral resources, infrastructure. I would like to create a difference.
As a woman, as a mother, I would like to speak with the First Lady on various projects that she has been doing, and I'm very much respectful of what she has done.
At a well-organized reception held at the Barclay Investment Headquarters ahead of a banquet with paramount chiefs, Madam Ashkenazi exchanged pleasantries with the paramount chiefs from where the group is intending to operate, including the Chairman Council of Paramount Chiefs, who doubles as the Paramount Chief of Kafe Chiefdom, Dr. Masakma Madibi II, and other paramount chiefs from Bombali, Kaine, and Tonkolili districts. She used the meeting to express her intention for not only establishing a business in their districts, but wanting to invest in the people through the construction of schools, hospitals, and improving livelihoods.
What I can promise you is that our company has a very different agenda than any other that you have met before. We're here to stay. I'm hoping to come many, many, many times. I would love to go to your Chiefdomsa Cafe. I would love to go to Simiri. We have big plans for both of you chiefdoms, but I'm also interested in everyone.
Paramount chiefs and stakeholders of the various communities welcomed the company and pledged commitment to work closely with the company. The Ashkenazi group of companies has been operating in more than 30 countries. With its subsidiary in Sierra Leone called Barclay Investments, it has been operating for the past 3 years through its strategic objective, while also embarking on geological survey in Simaya Chiefdom, Tonkolili District. SLBC Dennis Fraser reporting.
You're watching News Hour coming to you live on SABC Television in Freetown. We continue with more stories. Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion has announced plans to recognize individuals and institutions that have made outstanding contributions to peace building across the country as part of activities marking its 5th anniversary. Speaking in an interview with our reporter Olwin Roy Fox, the acting director of conflict prevention, Titus Mohammed Kalon, said the move is aimed at honoring those who have played significant roles in conflict prevention, mediation, reconciliation, and the promotion of national cohesion since 1991.
We have been in existence now for 5 years, and along the line, we have collaborated with other partners in development, in peace building. And even before the establishment of the commission, there have been individuals, institutions, and organizations who have done tremendously well in promoting peace, preventing conflicts, and mediating conflicts. So we thought it fits as a commission, be it our 5th anniversary, that let us recognize those people who have worked tirelessly, who have used their time and resources, who have put everything aside to make sure they prevent violence, to make sure they mediate conflicts and reconcile people in community. It will interest you that most times those people might not be recognized, because it might be an old woman or man down in the smallest village in one of the chiefdoms. But we thought, because of our regional structures, we thought there are people who have done tremendously well since 1991, when the war started, to present day. How can we recognize those people? How can we bring them on board and motivate them to make sure they do more so that other people will follow suit?
So let's come to the award program.
Okay.
What are some of the qualities or achievements will the commission be looking for when assessing these awards?
There are categories of awards. Oh, yes, there are categories of awards. You might know an individual, a man, a woman, who might be working behind the scenes or have been working behind the scenes to promote peace in his or her community. The person might be alive or dead. It might be a Sierra Leonean or a non-Sierra Leonean. You have a responsibility to nominate that person. That's why the nomination is open. So the person might be an individual, it might be an institution or an organization, it might be even a media outlet, it might be a journalist, it might be a youth group, it might be a religious leader or a traditional leader. You can nominate that person. You have what is called a National Commission Award, National Cohesion Award. This might be an institution or an organization that have actively promoted unity, tolerance, and inclusion in their community. You also have a Conflict Prevention and Mediation Excellence Award. It might be an individual organization who have demonstrated outstanding work in mediation, dialogue, and facilitation. We also have Early Warning and Response Champion Award. This might be a person or institutions who have contributed to effective conflict monitoring, early warning, reporting, and timely response. You have Women for Peace Award. Women have done tremendously well in this country to promote peace. So a woman, leader or organization who have made remarkable contribution to the peace process in this country. You have Peace Journalism Award. You have to look at a journalist or a media organization promoting responsible reporting. Those people can be awarded as well. Then Peace Education and Advocacy Award. We want to look at schools. We want to look at educators. We want to look at researchers who have contributed to the peace of this country.
Well, that was Titus Muhammad Kalon, Acting Director of Conflict Prevention, National Peace Commission. Well, it's now time for our segment, and we start with the entertainment update.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News with me, Stella Bangura. In this edition of Entertainment News, Miss World Sierra Leone 2026 calls for stronger support ahead of global contest. Stay tuned. Welcome back now. Miss World Sierra Leone 2026, Mariam Loba Kone, has called for stronger support as she represents Sierra Leone at the 73rd Miss World contest in Vietnam. She made the call during her send-off ceremony, where she spoke about the responsibility of representing Sierra Leone on an international stage. Here's the report.
Flying the green, white and blue is every Sierra Leonean's duty, and that was felt in her send-off speech. Mariam Lomba Kone, one of Sierra Leone's outstanding models and pageant queen, while speaking on the importance of representing her country on the 73rd Miss World contest in Vietnam, called on government and the wider public for support. Mariam registered her determination to showcase the Sierra Leone's rich culture, resilience, beauty, and intellect to the world.
I would not want to give so much hints, but one thing I would tell you for a fact that all my outfits for the 30 Days campaign, most of them were made by Sierra Leonean designers. That is one thing. Two, almost all my outfits do have a touch of Sierra Leonean culture, just to really show people that I don't entirely want to look westernized. I also want to represent where exactly I come from.
Despite limited time for the competition, Mariam attributed her preparation and progress to a strategic mindset called Mariam's Mindset and strong faith. She identified lack of support as one of the major challenges.
When it comes to the multimedia challenge, when it comes to the voting, I like now for take possible taking for late votes for Mariam. That's really helped me. We're all now in the social media era. Everybody there online, all Monday, Facebook, we TikTok, we Instagram. That 10 comments or 10 likes will not hurt you. So please, let's take it upon ourselves to ensure that Mariam is not the only one bringing home the crown. You played a role in it. Whether we're close or we're not close, within yourself, you know, say yes, now we have Mariam for the crown. And whatever comes out of Miss World is for Sierra Leone, not for Mariam.
According to the president of the Miss Sierra Leone board, Adonis Aboud, this year's event will feature a 24-day program longer than the 2-week camps of the previous editions.
This is the 75th anniversary of Miss World. Miss World was born 5 years ago. And because of this, the 130 contestants from the world over, they will be joining our queen, and they will be doing a big welcome.
Speaking on the national pride attached to such journey, SLBC's Director General Josephine Fatima Kamara urged the media to promote positive stories about Sierra Leone and support Mariam's campaign through relevant social media hashtags.
I want to encourage every media house. She's already appealed, but I want to piggyback on that to say, let us support her. Let us promote her. She cannot shine if we don't showcase her. That's the only way. In fact, the minute we leave tonight, what's our hashtag? Hashtag Mariam Lobakone. Hashtag Miss World Sierra Leone. Hashtag Miss Sierra Leone. Hashtag Sierra Leone culture. So for every post, let's use those hashtags.
This year's competition lies different as the contest clocks its 73rd edition. The platform celebrates its 75th anniversary, and the competition is expected to commence this August.
Well, it was an exciting evening indeed. We hope she represents us well on the global stage, and be assured, Mariam, our support is yours, at your feet. And that is all we have in this edition of Entertainment News. I have been your presenter, Stella Bagua. Goodbye.
Up next is the sports update.
Hello and welcome to the sporting updates that keeps you in the know. And by the way, my name is Sabi Kabir, and thank you so much for your time. Now, interesting development in Sierra Leone football as the Premier League board, that is the Leone Premier League, wraps up the 2026-2025 edition in an exciting fashion. But for fans who are passionate about Sierra Leone football, it was really a regular event to celebrate the stars who performed exceptionally well in the 2025-2026 league season. Well, it was really an interesting occasion at the Butuman International Conference Center, where gifted footballers were awarded for their wonderful display because of the league. There is the updates.
The Bintimani International Conference Center left football lovers on the edge of their seats as the Leone Rock Premier League board honored some of the finest footballers in Sierra Leonean football. The night's top individual prize went to Wilberforce Strikers forward Randy M. George, who was crowned the best player of the season. George enjoyed an outstanding campaign, finishing as the league's third highest goal scorer with 13 goals, 2 assists, and multiple man-of-the-match performances. Meanwhile, Eastern Lions forward Sulaiman S. Kagbo claimed the Golden Boot recognition. Kagbo led all scorers with 18 goals, while adding 6 assists and 5 man-of-the-match honors across Dominant's campaign on the front line. Fresh off leading Bo Rangers to victory in the top flight, former head coach Alhaji Fore, affectionately known as Abedi, was named as the best coach of the season. The accolade capped off a landmark year for Fore, who has also been recently appointed as head coach one of the senior national men's team of Sierra Leone Stars. Another category honors by Bure Warriors winger Sanfa Kamara and playmaker of the season recognition for his creative displays, while Star Sport Academy's Sheka Sise was crowned as the best midfielder of the season for his commanding performances in central midfield. Red Warriors FC made a massive statement during the ceremony, taking home 3 major individual recognition following a strong 5th place in the league table. Forward James Jusu Kanja received the Best Young Player award after an explosive 14 goals, 4 assists, a season that placed him second in the Golden Boot race and earned him a spot in the league's official team of the year. Teammate Mohamed Kagbo secured the Best Goalkeeper award, while Dauda Kamara, dubbed as the Minister of Defense, was named as the Best Defender for his backline dominance. Addressing the gathered sport executives and guests, Leone Rock Premier League Board Chairman Usman Tommy expressed his delight over the smooth completion of the league calendar. Adding on that success, the Sierra Leone Football Association President Babadi Kamara announced an increase in the official financial seed support for clubs.
As president of Sierra Leone Football, and owing to the fact that we are not going to reduce on our sponsorship, I want to announce here tonight that all Premier League clubs will receive 225,000 next season.
Now in another development, KTI has officially unveiled jerseys ahead of their second match at the Parade Mayfield. That is the Central World Football Association League. Well, for officials and stakeholders alike, they are hoping to have a decent run in that competition. Having a jersey will significantly boost the team involved in one. Taliban content our inter-reporter compliance report.
For Crouton Road Rangers, the unveiling was more than just the presentation of new football jerseys. It was a moment that brought together stakeholders, residents and supporters behind the community's football team ahead of what promises to be a big test this weekend. The community unveiled 3 sets of jerseys, the main jersey and the alternative jerseys for female supporters. The newly unveiled jerseys are deeply rooted in Crouton Road's community colors of yellow, green and blue. The main jersey is predominantly yellow, featuring horizontal green stripes across the shirts, around the collar and sleeve trims. With Sandin Group of Companies as its main sponsor, the female jerseys have a distinct crop top in predominantly yellow or green. Speaking at the ceremony, Chairman of Crouton Road Diasporas, Yomi Olu-Jones, appreciated the community for the love and support it has shown towards the football team and applauded the peace initiative being championed within the community.
The Crouton Road Diaspora also give me greetings for this particular meeting, and they serve in support of whatever peace talk the community going to now and development. They're ready for bringing their own contribution morally and financially.
Crouton Road Rangers will debut the jersey on Saturday when they take on New Englandville Community, making Saturday's encounter an opportunity to combine a fresh look with hopes of a fresh result. Head coach Victor Cole thanked the community for believing in him and expressed appreciation for the patience shown following the team's opening game setback.
From the second game, I delivered 3 points up to the grand final, and the cup and the cup show. I stand also as a coach, as a top leadership coach and a top leadership coach, and I take that up inside for game.
Team captain Ernest Harrelson also thanked supporters for their backing, whilst assuring the community that the players are determined to go all out for victory in their second game. With the new jerseys now ready for action, attention turns to Saturday, when 2-time COFA champions Crouton Road Rangers will look to put their opening day disappointments behind them and begin their campaign on a winning note.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
And now to end the news, the main points again. Parliament has approved the Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Bill 2025 following a vote in which 97 members of Parliament voted in favor of enacting the bill. Before the casting of the final votes, the APC caucus walked out of Parliament, stating that it will not participate in any constitutional amendment process that, in its view, does not meet the constitutionally required 2/3 majority threshold. The Presidential Hajj Task Force has held a post-Hajj seminar to reflect on the challenges and gains of Hajj 2026. The seminar brought together key stakeholders of the task force, including members of the diaspora. And President Dr. Julius Maada Bio has conferred Sierra Leone's prestigious Order of the Rochelle on the outgoing World Bank country manager, Mr. Abdul Mwonge. The award recognizes Mr. Mwonge's distinguished service and his contribution to Sierra Leone's development agenda. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of News Hour. Thanks for joining us. My name is Daphne Zainab Kamal. Keep watching the SFBC. Good night.